Hello, thanks for watching the video. Today we're trying to remove a crank bolt off of a 2002 Toyota Camry. This is the V6 3.0 liter. It is held on by about 159 foot-pounds, so pretty tight. Tried using my impact wrench here. This is hooked up to a compressor that only goes up to 125 pounds, so it's not powerful enough to remove it here. So we're going to use this wrench here. I got a 3/4 inch wrench going up to a reducer, which reduces down to a 1/2 inch. We got the 22 millimeter 1/2 inch socket there. I'm going to go over our 22 millimeter bolt. So going to need a brick. We're going to need this right here to kind of keep it squared up. So let me get that set up. Okay, so here's what we're trying to do here. I've wrapped around an old belt around the harmonic balancer. There it is on the outside. So that is where the alternator and the AC pulleys go, or where you'd put the belt at for them. I removed that belt. Here it is. Now I don't want to use this one if I don't have to, because it's still a good belt. So I've got this older belt from another car actually, and I've wrapped it around, and I just took it and pulled it like this together. Then I took the excess, tucked it underneath, and then this is on the outside. And then we've got this little loop here that I stuck an extension through, locked it in, two supportive places, the frame, and then right here. So it's not going to break anything when we put pressure on it. If anything breaks, it's going to be the belt right here, because it is an old belt. So yeah, see where it's starting to hang up at and catch? So once we start loosening the bolt, the harmonic balancer crank pulley is going to want to turn. It can only turn to a certain point, and we're hoping that we can break that bolt before the belt breaks. So I've done this before, but I haven't done it with an old belt like this. Like I said, I don't want to use this good belt if I don't have to. So let's see what happens. Alright, so here we are set up. So the crankshaft or the harmonic balancer turns clockwise on the car. We're going to be turning the bolt to the left to loosen it, obviously. So if the balancer starts turning to the left, this is a non-interference engine, so it's not going to do any damage to the car. And I think we probably have to go about a half turn before it would do any damage, even if it was an interference engine. So don't have to worry about the valves or the pistons hitting when we start turning it left. And I don't think it's going to go very far anyway, because it's already kind of locked in. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what we can do. Got it nice squared up here with our wrench, looking good. So yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, so this will take some time. I've got something going on here. Alright, so my extension moved up. It's not where I really want it to be at. It's rubbing against this power steering belt now, so I had to rotate this clockwise a little bit to loosen it. Let me readjust this somehow. Alright, so that's a little bit better now. There we are at the bottom. That's what we're looking at. Okay. That thing is stubborn. All right, let me set you back up. You can see I've got an extension there with the pipe, cheater bar. All right, there we go. Give you a closer look here. Got a slow turn, still pretty tight. There we go. All right, so not bad at all. So yeah, it held up. Did not move up any farther. Locked in, safe. We didn't break anything. Hoping that I did not bend that extension. Okay, so it's going to be so tight I won't be able to get that out. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and tighten it again, but it's, you know, it's not going to be so tight I can't get it back off. And we're just going to relax that belt. Okay, so I can get my extension out as well as my belt, and let you see this from here. Yeah, so I'll be pushing that through. I need to turn a little bit more. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, here's the hoop. There's the bottom part. Locked itself in there. Belt is no longer any good for anything. It was a spare belt anyway, so not a big deal. And it was an old belt and still held up. All right, here we are back again, going to tighten at 159 foot-pounds. So we go in clockwise. We'll need to hold the balancer. So we've got our belt again. This time we've tucked it, doubled it on this side of the balancer. So it's actually pretty taut now, and it's tucked underneath. Like at the top, got it wrapped around there, got my extension tucked in. The other end of the extension is right there. Hopefully that'll be secure. All right, so yeah, that's kind of how it's looking. And let's go ahead and see if we can get it to 159 foot-pounds. Right, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to have to loosen. I'm going to have to turn it back just a little bit. Again, this is a non-interference engine. And then we'll get the old belt off that we used and the extension out. Okay, so now what I did was I set up and turned it slightly counterclockwise, the balancer that is, and was able to pull my extension out as well as the belt that we used. Belt is you know, still pretty good shape. It's not to be used for driving, but as far as using again for something like this, yeah, it's still, there's no tears in it. So that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Extension is in good shape as well. So till next time, have a nice day. Take care.